He is the biological son of James Howlett, who is better known by his codename of Wolverine. Let's get into the video and find out who is Daken. In the late 1940s, James Howlett was married and trying to live a normal life. He left home one day only to return home to find his pregnant wife Itsu had been murdered. He moved on with his life, having no idea that his unborn child had survived. Romulus, a mutant, had cut the child out of its mother's womb and left it on the doorsteps of a wealthy Japanese family. That couple had been actively trying to have children but hadn't been successful. The family took the child in, raising him as their own, and they named him Akihiro. Growing up, the boy was ridiculed by other children for being half white. They called him Daken, which means mongrel. Akihiro's dark side first began to show when he secretly killed one of the kids who had been teasing him. Then one evening, Akihiro overheard a conversation between his mother and father. His mother claimed that Akihiro was cursed and confessed to her husband she had no love in her heart for the boy. She also let her husband know that she was finally pregnant. Months later, the child was born, and Akihiro murdered the infant. His adoptive father banished him from their home and disowned him as his son. As Akihiro pleaded with his father for forgiveness, his mother charged him with a rifle. It was at that point Akihiro's mutant abilities kicked in, and out of reaction, he killed his mother with his bone claws. His distressed father then grabbed the rifle and used it to kill himself. He was then confronted by Romulus, the same mutant who had years earlier left him at the family's doorstep. Romulus took in Akihiro. He was sent by Romulus to train at the very same boot camp that Wolverine had trained at many years prior. Akihiro was at the boot camp for months, enduring brutal training, learning multiple forms of armed and unarmed combat. He then received orders from Romulus to destroy the boot camp. Akihiro brutally killed everyone at the camp except for Silas Burr, who Romulus had other plans for. At some point during this time period, he embraced the slur of Daken that he had been called and began going by it. Daken has 3 retractable bone claws in each hand. He has superhuman senses, endurance, reflexes, agility, and an advanced healing factor. The advanced healing factor has slowed his aging, granting him an extended lifespan. He can also control his pheromones, which he can use to manipulate a person's emotional state and to mask his own scent. Romulus eventually revealed to Daken that his biological father was still alive and he was the man known as Wolverine. He then lied to Daken, telling him that it was Wolverine that had killed his mother in an effort to keep him from being born. That planted the seeds of hate in Daken for his father. Years later, Daken finally got the opportunity to confront his father face to face. Wolverine had been captured by S.H.I.E.L.D. Daken, disguised as a S.H.I.E.L.D. agent, made his way to where his father was being held. Daken had envisioned facing and killing his father in true battle, so he just sliced his father's abdomen, helping him to get free, and then bounced to wait for an opportunity to face his father on open ground. Daken later lured Wolverine to him and attacked his father, and the two battled. Their battle was interrupted by the arrival of Cyber, who had been tracking Daken to get the location of Romulus from him. Daken once again bounced to await a time he could face his father uninterrupted. Wolverine realized he couldn't track Daken and devised a plan to bring Daken to him. He secretly put out a hit on himself, knowing Daken would be monitoring him and wouldn't let someone else rob him of the opportunity of killing his father himself. Wolverine also arranged for Bucky Barnes to shoot Daken with a carbonadium bullet. Deadpool showed up to carry out the hit on Wolverine, and as expected, Daken showed up to stop him. Bucky Barnes did his part and shot Daken in the head with a carbonadium bullet, rendering him unconscious. Wolverine then took Daken to a secret spot to talk to him when he awoke, but he quickly found out that conversation would have to wait because Daken had lost his memory due to the headshot. Wolverine then sought out Charles Xavier to restore Daken's memory. Professor X was able to restore Daken's memory, but Daken attacked him immediately after. Wolverine stepped in to protect Professor X, so Daken attacked his father, but Wolverine refused to fight back. Xavier then used Wolverine's memories to show Daken the truth, that it was Romulus who ordered the death of his mother and she was killed by the Winter Soldier. Wolverine and Daken then left together to find and kill Romulus. As the two pursued Romulus, Daken ghosted his father to go kill Romulus on his own. Daken has continued to adventure in the Marvel Universe. Well, that's the origin of Daken, and that's a wrap for this video. As always, I appreciate you taking the time out of your busy day to stop by the channel and check out these videos. Please like, share, and subscribe. We'll see you again real soon. I'm outie. Peace.